Good morning! Joy here. It's Tuesday. It's 1 week away from the election. It is October 27, 2020. Oh, can you tell I got some sleep last night? I didn't go to sleep, so about 2 a.m. I took one of my Ambien. My name's Dr. Shannon. Yeah, right. Our doctor's name is Dr. Shannon. She has a long last name, so everybody just calls her by her first name, Dr. Shannon. But anyway, I asked her, oh goodness, a year ago. I said, there's sometimes I can't get to sleep all night long. Could you give me something? So I have this little bottle of Ambien. And I try to never take it because I don't want to become dependent on a pill to make me go to sleep. But if I've had one whole night without sleep and the next night I'm not sleeping either and it's 2 a.m., then I will take one. So I had some sleep last night, praise the Lord. Let me take a sip of, this is not coconut mocha. This is just plain old regular decaf coffee with a little whipped cream in it. Let me take a sip of. Not as good. No, not as good as the coconut, but all right. Okay, do you see I don't have any earrings on today? No earrings. That's because I decided I was going to come up here. I have lots and lots and lots of things to do. I don't need to be sewing blouses right now. I need to be cleaning this up because I've got somebody coming here one of these days soon and I need to get ready. But anyway, I didn't put on any of my regular jewelry that I make with the beads and the crystals. I decided, well, let's try one more of those embroidery things. So I'm going to make one of these. I don't know if I want to try the fringe again. I'm very cash today. Just in my stretchy jogging clothes or whatever you call these things. And I like the ones that have the stripe. Don't you like the ones that have the stripe? So anyway, I decided I'll try one more set. See if I can shrink it and it doesn't deform somehow. Because these things are 2-3 inches long. And I don't have that much neck space to wear an earring. You know, if you have a neck, you can wear a big earring and it doesn't come down and touch your shoulder. Hooray, hooray, hooray. I love to make earrings for people like that. But for me, I have a little round head, I have little ears, I have a little skinny neck as you saw yesterday. I got something skinny. And so I'm going to make some earrings. So I really like hearts, but I really like this other shape too. Let me see, what one should I make? Think, Joy, think. It's got to be casual. It can't be fancy. It has to be simple. I think I'm going to make number 7. I think I'm going to make that one right there. Huh? You want to watch me? Do any of you have an embroidery machine? One of you said you had a Destiny and you didn't know how to use it. You want me to show you how? For my embroidery fans. All right, I'm going to start a new thing. I'm going to start a new thing. It's 2020, and you know I have this YouTube channel, and I have subscribers. Well, at the current time, today, I have 19,300 and some subscribers. So I have decided to give myself a goal. I don't know why, it just seemed like something fun to do this morning. So what I'm going to do is if you all will help me with thumbs up, and sharing, anybody you think would care to watch me sew or quilt or whatever I do, if you would give me thumbs up and share till I could get to 20,000 viewers by the end of this year. I would love to have 20 in 2020 because it just sounds fun. I would love to have 20,000 subscribers at the end of 2020. So there's not very long to go. But if I do get 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to give some of my quilts away. Not sell them. I'm going to give them away. Okay? So, that's a promise. But that's a big if. That's a really big if. I thought about maybe I could give my sewing machines away, but sewing machines are a lot harder to ship than a quilt, don't you think? Are you going to show us what quilt? No. I'm not going to show you what quilt yet. But if y'all will help me get there, I promise you, in January of 2021, I will be giving some quilts away. Okay? All right, how about I roll on over there to the embroidery machine and my computer, and I'll turn you on. Won't turn you on. Joy. I'll turn the camera on. And I'll show you how I'm going to make some earrings, all right? Stay with me, my friends. All right, here I am at my computer next to my Solaris. See, here is my Solaris, my embroidery machine, and this is my computer. Now, I cannot hook my computer up to this embroidery machine because I don't have a cord to hook them together. I also cannot send the designs wirelessly, even though the Solaris has a wireless function to receive designs. I can't use it because this computer is hot wired and has no wireless function. So, what I'm going to do is figure out what design I want. I'm going to put it on this little flash drive. This is one that I bought that holds a whole bunch of stuff, and I put this pink ribbon on it because I'm constantly losing these things. I bought this when I was in Edmond, and I thought, I'm going to put something on this so I quit losing it. It's even got a safety pin, so I can pin it to my shirt if I want to. So, there's USB ports here on the side of the Solaris. And I am going to put this in a USB port up here in my computer. That way I can tell my Artista, this is Artista version 8 from Bernina software, okay? This is why I don't need all those other little programs that Becky talks about when she does embroidery, because I've got this and it does all the things that those separate programs do for Becky. Okay, so this is Artista version 8. I started on version 1, so I've got thousands of dollars in this thing. Because every time there's an upgrade, it's like $800, and you have to pay several thousand to start with. So these things are expensive, there's no doubt about it. But it's wonderful software. Someday I'm going to get some lessons and learn all the things I don't know how to do. Okay, so here we are. So let's find a design. Remember, I'm going to try to find number 7. And the only reason I know it's number 7 is because I looked every single one of them up in my computer, and then I put down what number it was, because I can't do that with there. So let's see if I can find where they are. First of all, File, Open a Design. There they are. Look, it already came up. So it put these designs in the C drive, under Dime, under Designs, under Lace Jewelry by Eileen Roche, earrings. Now, the thing about it is, I told it to save this in a different folder. But when you go to that folder, there's nothing there. So it decided this is where it's going to save, and that's where it is, and that's too bad. So that's what we're going to use. See here how they're just numbered? No pictures. No pictures at all. And I tried to. Let me see if I can make pictures up here today. Let's do icons. Let's see if we can do icons. Nope. No icons. Medium. Ah! Aha! Aha! Joy, you are a total dingbat. It doesn't work on small icons. For some reason, I just now thought, let's try medium. Look, it pops up if you say medium, and they actually have numbers. So forgive me, Eileen Roche. Of course, some instructions might have helped. Okay, so here's earring number 7. Now, praise the Lord for that. Let me see if you can do large icons. You can. Let's see if you can do extra large icons. You can. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited now, I can't stand it. Does it tell you the size? No, it does not tell you the size. Oh my goodness, aren't those hearts pretty? The problem is they're too long. Okay, so here's the one I want to make right here, number 7. Oh, praise the Lord. I'll have to go back and make a correction on my other video, because I hate to say bad things about companies if it's just me and my screw-ups. And of course I said it might be. It might be. All right, there we are. So up until now, I haven't known what size this thing is digitized at. Now, I can shrink it and I can make it bigger with my software, but sometimes that causes problems when you stitch it out. Okay, so let's see what size it is currently. This thing is 2.5 inches long. Put that way down here on me. It's actually also a pendant for a necklace, and so that would be a great size for a pendant for a necklace, and it's cute. I like that, don't you? So anyway, let's make it a little smaller. I'm going to shrink it. Now I know I don't want my earrings over 1.5 inches long. That's even long for me. So let's try to shrink it down to 1.5. Right now it's 2.5. Let's go down. There's 1.9. There's 1.56. Okay? And that's 100%. That's how big that's going to be. That's 100%. I think I'm going to make it just a tiny bit bigger. Just a tiny bit. So you can see it better as I'm sewing it out. So Control A chooses it all. We're going to make it, we'll make it 1.75. How about that? How about 1.75? All right, now I'm going to go File, Save As. Now over here is where it's supposed to be, in Documents, Dime Designs, but it's not where it is. That's where I'm saving it now. And it's saving it as an art file even though it was downloaded as a PES file. But when you're using this to digitize with, it has to be in art because art is the flavor that this machine likes. Bernina All-in-One version 8, Art 80. Earring 7, small. And I'm going to save it right there. Save. Okay? So now I have to get this. It's ready to go. I have to get this over to the machine. But before I do that, I don't want just one earring. You got 2 ears, so you got to have 2 earrings, right? Let's do Control A, right click, duplicate, and let's move the second one over there. Now let's duplicate it again and move it over there. And now let's duplicate it again and move it over there. Okay, so now my design is 6 inches long. I think I need to move these a little bit closer together. Remember what hoop you're going to put these things in, and they have to fit. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to move it a little closer. I'm going to move it up and over. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to move it over because I want to use a small hoop, so I need these to all line up. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to move it up where that one is, and then I'm going to flip it. Let's flip you. There's a flip it deal. There's a flip it deal. See there, I flipped it. Now let's move it a little bit closer, little bit closer. All right, now let's choose this one and let's flip it. Make sure everything flips, and let's move it up to about there. And then we can choose this one. Make sure you get it all. Why aren't you doing Control A? Because Control A chooses everything up there on the board. See? So that's it. That's how I want to sew it out. So this will give me a pair of earrings for one of you. What color would you like your earrings to be? You know that today I'm wearing navy blue. So they're going to have to be navy blue. All right, let me go get some thread. It's going to be my isocord thread. Isn't this fun? I just love using my embroidery machine, especially when it's little stuff like this because it sews out so fast. So what you do, let me go show you how I hoop it, okay? I'll move the camera. Before I do that, let's move it to the flash drive. Let me see, we want to export machine file. We want to make sure that it's PES because the Solaris has to have PES. The software has to have ART to do stuff with it, but then you have to change it to match your embroidery machine. So be sure you do that or your embroidery machine won't be able to read it. So PES says right here, PES, it's still in, it's going to go to this Samsung USB, which is my flash drive over there. I've chosen it right here. See, it says Samsung USB, earring 7 small. Here's the other things that I've already put in here. There's the feathers I did the other day. So I'm going to save it. Save. Not everything's covered by a hoop. Well, cover it anyway. Okay? So everything has just gone on to this flash drive. It's not in the machine yet, but we're fixing to put it there. So I'm going to come down here to the bottom of my computer monitor, and I'm going to choose Eject Flash Drive. Now it says it's safe to remove it. I have pulled it out. Those 4 little blue earrings are now on this. This is a USB connection, and I am going to put it in the USB connection of my Solaris. There it is. There it is. How cool is that? All right, so now let's look here at the Solaris and see what it wants to do. I think you can see this screen pretty good. So you get your pokey thingy. The carriage is going to move, so make sure nothing's in the way so you don't have a wreck when your embroidery arm moves. All right, there it goes. Please wait a while. The little man tells you to please wait a while. All right, here we go, out and in. Okay, we're going to go to embroidery. We're going to go to this little pocket. And then this little signal here is where you go to your USB drive. Here you go directly to your sewing machine. I can't do that because I don't have a wireless function and I don't have a cord. Here is your USB drive. This is your USB drive with a mouse. So I don't know, maybe that's the hole you stick your mouse in, I don't know. And then this is from a flash disk, and this is wireless over here, but we're going to use that little thing right there. And we're going to find the earrings that I just put on. Here they are right here. Here's the earrings I did the other day. Here's the one we're going to do today. Okay, there they are. See my earrings up there? Now what I want to do is set them and rotate them. So I'm going to do Edit, Rotate, 90 degrees. So now I can use a small hoop and it will sew them in there lengthwise. Okay? So that's okay. So now I've got to go hoop something and then put it on here and then sew out these earrings. Are you excited or what? I have no idea what size this hoop is. That's a thing that I wish they would put on the hoop. I think some of the bigger hoops actually have the inches, and it's not under Solaris, so I wouldn't have put that tag there. So this is about 5. I think it's 5 by 8. I'd say this is about 5 by 8. So you have to have some stabilizer. Now when you're making these lace designs, this is a lace design, even though it's earrings, you have to have the kind of stabilizer that dissolves and goes completely away in water. So this particular one is called Aqua Mesh Wash Away. So, someplace I read in Eileen's instructions that you should use 2 of these. This way, and you want enough that it's going to hang over the sides of your hoop. Cut that. And we're going to cut it in the middle. Use your grid lines. We're going to stack the 2 together. And we're going to put it in this hoop. Then we're going to stick this in it. Stick you in there. Yeah. Tighten it. Whoops. Now this is a very, very important part of embroidery, is the hooping. Oh, I know what, I have to get that thing Becky made me buy. Did you see that hoop sliding all over the place? Ta-da! This is one thing I actually did get from Designs in Machine Embroidery, and I actually think is a marvelous idea. Now I don't need to know where center is. Doesn't matter where center is. All it matters is that they'll sew out those 4 earrings in this, because this is going to be dissolved and they're just going to be freestanding, and so it doesn't matter. And ooh, this is really nice to have. It keeps your hoop from sliding. Good job, Bob. Good job. Yay! I'm tightening it up. Then I'm going to tighten the little screw here on the end. And I'm going to tighten it again. I'm going to push this until it's all the way through, plus a zillionth of an inch further. Just a hair further. And then I'm going to tighten it again. Now, if you don't have very strong hands, you can use a screwdriver. They actually give you one. Some kind of a little tool to tighten this with. Or a screwdriver. See the little tightener thing right there? Yeah. So you tighten that. You have your hoop done. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to slide it into the holder mechanism on the embroidery machine. And then I'm going to say, go. And then we're going to sew out some earrings. But first I have to go find some thread. I'm using my isocord thread. I love isocord thread. And I use it on the top and the bottom. In this case, because you want the back of the earring to look just like the front. You don't want to use a different color thread on the back. Alright, so now you have to come over here and find thread that matches your pants. See? So you put your foot up here like this, and you get your color where you can see it. And then you pull down some colors. That looks like navy up here, but it really isn't when I put it by my pants. Let's try this one. That one isn't either. Look at all these navy blues I have. Let's try that one. That one isn't either. Let's try this one. That one isn't either. That one's green. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I don't have a navy blue. That would be the end of the world. Let me see. No. No. Oh my gosh, I don't have any navy blue. How about this one? That one's the closest. This one right here is the closest. And I think hanging from my ear, you know, play like this is an earring, hanging from my ear, and then put your leg up by it. Do as I say, not as I do, my dear friends. So I just wound a bobbin. Very, very easy to thread this machine. You just go 1, it has numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Super, super easy. Then I discovered I had a knit needle in here. That may have been what caused some of my problems the other day, although it did sew out. So let me find a non-stretch needle. I just discovered that the Floriani needles don't fit this machine. Floriani, they're all about embroidery. Why would their needles not fit in a Solaris? Really crazy. I tried and I tried and I tried. Even went and I got pliers. Went and got a Schmetz needle. Even this is Schmetz too. And it went right in. I'll have to call Jan at Be So In and ask her what the heck that's about. Okay. There's always going to be some sort of frustration. Believe me, there's just going to be. Okay. So now we're going to stay patient and we're going to put our hoop in. There we go. All right, so there's our hoop, there's our design. So now we want to sew it out. So let's do embroidery. I've got navy blue on the top, I've got navy blue on the bottom, and I'm going to put the foot down, and I'm going to pray, dear God, please let this sew out right, so I won't be embarrassed in front of all of my subscribers. All right, who wants to push the button? Who wants to push the button? Okay, pumpkin pants. Wish she was here. No, that'd probably be a bad idea. All right, start. Here we go. Here we go. That's a note. If there's something about my machine I never can remember, like don't use Floriani needles, I write it on a note. Okay, it's started. We're going to make 4 earrings because I'm going to give 2 of them away to one of you if they turn out good. what we're sewing right there. Ooh, there's one of them all done. Isn't that pretty? I think I could put a couple crystals in that. Oh my goodness. I'll show you again when we go to rinse all of the stabilizer off. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm liking these earrings. 4 earrings. Aren't they pretty? Let's go cut them out and turn them into earrings. You wanna? Let me move you to the sink. All right, I've got 4. All right, what I'm gonna do is put them in some quite warm water in a cup. This is so much fun. You guys can buy a used embroidery machine. I think I paid $12,000 for that Elissimo, and you can buy one at eBay now for $3,000 or $4,000. That's why I hate to sell mine. I feel like I'm giving it away. I think I'd rather give it away. Oh look, I think it's already dissolved. This is so fun. I just love crafts. Oh my goodness, 2 for you and 2 for me. 2 for you and 2 for me. All right, we're gonna let them dry. I'll come back up after a while. I'll come back. Oh Lord. I'll come back after a while. I will turn 2 of them into actual earrings, and I will put them on my actual ears, and I will show them to you. Okay, I'm wearing the leaves that I'm giving away to somebody. I don't know if I already told somebody I was going to give these to them. I might have. Usually the first person asks me to give them something that they think I'm going to get rid of. Usually I'll say, okay, you can have them. And so you have to be first to get something like that. So I think I already promised these to somebody. But now they have diamonds, as my granddaughter Lindy calls them. They have diamonds. What do you think? And see, they dangle a little bit. They dangle a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So what I did is I went and I found my Swarovski flat back crystals that you can melt the glue and stick them on something. And so here's my navy blue earrings. There's 4 of them, remember? And so I'm getting ready to put some blue crystals on those. So I have a tip. Here's a tip. You have 2 ears. They're on the opposite side of your head, and so they need to have synchronized earrings. So if the earring that you are sewing out is not symmetrical on both sides, use your software in your machine or in your computer to flip one of them so they are opposites of each other. I actually just turned one of these upside down and used the back side, but the back side definitely is a little bit noticeable from the front side, but not much. Okay, so that's a tip. So here's the deal. you have to have one of these little hot tool things. And so then you just pick up the diamonds and you decide where you want them on your earring. You guys have played with these back years ago. They were super popular. They were at every craft show, every sewing show. And so I'm going to put some diamonds on these blue ones. And I'm looking for blue to wear my blue pants. And then I'm going to give a pair of these away. Okay? So, I don't know how I'll choose to do that. But I'll figure out something. I'm going to let you go for now. But I'll come back with the blue ones in a minute just so you can see what they look like with the diamonds, okay? I decided to just put one diamond on the blue ones, okay? Just one diamond. I think I've been recording for a long time without the camera on. Anyway, I'm going to add a jump ring to my earring to see if it will stay still and not stick out like a beaver tail. I figured out a way. My lightning fast mind figured out a way. Look at that. Is that perfect? Perfect, perfect. No beaver tail sticking out. Yeah. It swings, it moves. Yes, this one can't. You want to see what I did? You want to see what I did? So excited. Okay. There's a little tiny ball on here that doesn't want to stay. It's always falling off, so I'm just going to let it stay off. All right, I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to take this off of here because we're going to use the jump ring. So I'm removing this little blue lace earring from the hook. Okay, let me get in here where I can see. All right, so you see how the hook is? What I'm going to do is turn this little round circle on the bottom. I'm going to turn it so it goes the other direction. Watch this. I don't know if I can do it without another pair of pliers. Whoa. All right, so now you see how it's the other way. Oh my gosh! The whole world needs to do this. And so then I went and I got a bigger silver ball, sterling silver, little round bead, and I put it on there. So now I have a little round bead on there, see? So now I'm going to use my jump ring and I'm going to attach my other paddle. I'm so excited. Don't you love it when you figure something out? Especially when it's late in the day and you're tired. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to open the jump ring. Becky got a jump ring opener with hers, but I did not. Then we're going to put this on here like that. And then we're going to close it. Now that little ball is always going to want to fall off, so I'm going to glue that. I'm going to use some E6000 and glue that little ball on there. Look at that. Look at that. That is just so stinking cute. I love making things. I don't care what it is. I love making things. I'll never forget when I was in the 5th grade and we came to school. I'll definitely have to glue the little bead on because it won't stay if I don't. I give these earrings away and they go in somebody else's ears. They're going to say, "Dear Lord, these don't fit at all." Anyway, when I was in the 5th grade, came to school one day and the teacher had put all of these, I don't know what they were, empty soap bottles, bleach bottles, I think they were bleach bottles, on our desk. Everybody in the class had one. And she said, "We're going to do a craft today. We're going to make paper mache piggy banks." Paper mache something. That's all I can figure is it must have been a piggy bank. But the kids were being major brats, everyone but me, and that's the truth. Because I would have, stood in the corner on one leg for an hour in order to do a craft. So I was being super good. But these other kids, especially the boys, were being major brats. And the teacher said several times, "If you're not quiet, we're not going to do this." And so I was so quiet and I was being so good. But those other bratty boys never did settle down. And so the teacher picked up all the pigs and we never got to do it. And I have been upset about it my entire life since 5th grade because of those boys. Now you see what I did here? I got it in backwards. All that work and I got it in backwards. So I've got to take it off and put it on the other way. There you go. There you go. See, it's very swingy. One lady said, oh, they won't swing like metal. Oh, yes, they do. They swing all over the place. There we go. Oh my gosh, those are cute. All right, ladies, here I am, and gents, and Jeffy. Here I am with my 2 earrings. I love them. They match my blue pants. Now, I'm going to go downstairs and try to help my husband with that leak that's in the hot water closet in the garage. And I'm going to let go for now.